Good morning, classmates, and good morning also to our dear panelists, Dr. Sofia Aloy and Professor Jovenel de la Cruz, and to our course professor, Dr. Unigrace P. Porras. This is Miss Crizia May P. Dingding of PhD EdLM, presenting to you my developmental research study proposal titled I Leap Forward, the crafting of instructional leadership enhancement and advancement program for master teachers. For the background of the study, instructional leadership, defined as the ability of school leaders to shape and improve teaching and learning process, is widely acknowledged as a key determinant of school success according to the researchers Leafwood and Son on 2012. As schools aim to prepare students for success in a globalized world, the need for school leaders who possess excellent instructional leadership skills has never been greater. This study aims to tackle on the challenges in instructional leadership persisting among the master teachers in the Philippines. Despite the promotion based on their performance and eligibility, there's a lack of explicit leadership development programs for master teachers upon resumption of their duties. This gap between expectations and preparations underscore the need for enhanced training and support in instructional leadership. This study is grounded within the theory of Joseph Murphy on instructional leadership, which highlights four key components: defining mission and goal, managing educational production function, promoting academic learning climate, and developing supportive work environment. This also explores on the Philippine Professional Standards for Teachers framework, which serves as the benchmark for teacher development, evaluation, and recognition in the Philippine education system. These standards outline the competencies and attributes that teachers should possess to effectively facilitate students' learning and development. By integrating these two theories, this study will explore the alignment between instructional leadership practices and established professional standards and provides a structured framework for developing an instructional leadership program to upskill master teachers' instructional leadership skills within the specific context of the Philippine education system. The main objective of this study is to design an instructional leadership program for master teachers. Specifically, it aims to answer the following research question. What is the level of the instructional leadership skills and competencies of master teachers in terms of defining mission and goals, managing educational production function, promoting academic learning climate, and developing supportive work environment? What are the challenges encountered by the master teachers as instructional leaders? What instructional leadership enhancement program can be designed based on the needs of the master teachers? And finally, how valid is ILEAP, or the Instructional Leadership Enhancement and Advancement Program, in addressing the instructional needs for master teachers? This study will employ the descriptive developmental research design to examine the instructional leadership capacities of the master teachers, focusing on the four components of Murphy's instructional leadership theory and the 7 domains of PPST as basis for the development of ILEAP. This research study will focus on these three variables. First is on the instructional leadership skills and competencies of the master teachers. This will use a research-based survey questionnaire of 4 parts which corresponds to the 4 components of Murphy's instructional leadership theory, and the items of the questionnaire will be developed around the PPST domains and strengths. For the treatment, this will use Likhart's 4-point scale with corresponding verbal interpretations: highly competent, competent and moderately competent, and not competent. The ranking will be determined through the average weighted mean methodology. For the difficulties encountered by the master teachers, this will use an interview guide. This guide will be structured to elicit open-ended responses. Following the interview will be the thematic analysis to identify recurring patterns, concepts, and themes present in their responses. For the third variable, which is on the development and validation of ILEAP, This will follow the CIPP model of program validation by Stufflebeam 1970. First is on context validation. This phase involves assessing the contextual factors surrounding the program, including the needs, resources, and constraints. This will be done during the conduct of the survey and the interview. Second is on input validation. This examines the quality and adequacy of the program, such as instructional materials, speakers' qualifications, and funding resources. This will involve the actual developing and designing of the ILEAP, which includes the establishment of objectives based on the assessment results, the selection of content and resources, and the determination of training methods and strategies. This will be reviewed and validated by 5 content experts to seek feedback on clarity, coherence, and effectiveness of the program design, as well as suggestions for improvement. These will incorporate the experts' recommendations and make necessary revisions to finalize the program design. The third phase is on process evaluation. This will involve evaluating the implementation of the program, including the actual delivery of instruction, the use of resources, and the assessment of learning. This seeks to ensure that the programs will be implemented effectively. This also includes examining the extent to which the program is meeting the needs of the participants. For this phase of evaluation, the research will employ document analysis, which will investigate on documentation such as program design, activity proposals, schools or divisions memoranda, activity design, training design, session guides, accomplishment reports, attendance reports and feedbacks, and monitoring and evaluation reports. The final phase of the evaluation is the product evaluation. This phase will involve evaluating the outcomes or results of the program, including the achievement of the objectives, the impact on participants' learning, and the overall effectiveness of the program, including changes in knowledge, skills, attitudes, and behavior related to instructional leadership. This will employ the conduct of pre- and post-tests to measure changes in participants' knowledge, skills, and competencies before and after completing the ILEAP program. These are the potential ethical issues of the study. Informed consent. Inform the participants of the purpose of the study, their rights as participants, and how their data will be used. Confidentiality. Survey data will be stored securely and restrict areas to authorized personnel only. Member checking. Identified themes during the interview will be shared with the participants seeking their feedback. Maintaining integrity. Survey questions should be unbiased and objective, avoiding leading or loaded language that could influence participants' responses. Data security. Research data will be stored in secure locations such as password-protected or encrypted storage devices. And for data disposal, permanently deleting digital data and physically destroying paper documents using shredders. And that is my developmental research study proposal titled I Leap Forward, the crafting of instructional leadership enhancement and advancement program for master teachers. I am now open for your comments and your recommendations for further improvement of this study. Again, this is Ms. Grazia May P. Dingding of PhD at LM. Thank you and good morning.